you, thank you.
Rotary. And that's why this session is very important for you to take note of the body of public image chair and the director. Can we please give one more time for our PAG Johnson and I for our important session? Moving on quickly now, it is time to be virtually joined by our one and only Rotary Regional Public Image Coordinator. And it is my honor, distinct honor to introduce and invite PAG Event Secretary. Do we have her? She'll be joining us online. She was meant to be here, but for some reason she couldn't make it. And just to let you know that she's an administrator, an educator, a media practitioner, also a TEDx speaker, and a Rotarian who, I mean, her dad was a PhD. And we were in the same church at the time. I'd always look up to PDG Tito with the former deputy governor of River State. And to see his daughter try, I'm not surprised. At this juncture, please are we ready to have a PAG Event Secretary? Is she on cue now? She will be joining us fully and she will be sharing her goodwill and her remarks. Do we have her cue? Okay, we're asking for time to get on time.
I'd like to not do anything.
Okay, so while we wait for our PAG, because the session is really important as well, I'd like
So where do you want to position
do we have public image directors in the building?
Yes,
Is she on now? If you're a public image director from your club, can I see you wave your hand at me? Can we have public image directors be up on your feet, please? This is your seminar. Can we give a round of applause for the public image directors? These are the leaders of public image across different clubs in District 9112. I'm sure we're taking notes. The reason I want you up on your feet is so we recognize you. I hope we're taking notes because we're going back to implement all that we've learned today. Okay, I've been instructed that we have, our district governor from District 9111 is here, our DG Harry is here. Can we please give him a round of applause? Thank you so much for being here, sir. I'd like to also acknowledge the DR Bauer here. He's here with us, the Rotary leader in the district. Thank you for joining us. They are the future. Whilst we wait for the connection, we won't have any working at all. I'd like to invite at this time Miss Joy Obiang as a speaker. She's here, just a short profile of Miss Joy. Have you on the stage? She's a brand strategist with over a decade in multidisciplinary experience across advertising.
And I for Rotary. But as we grew up, we began to understand more and more that Rotary Club was more than just an association and a networking opportunity for people to come together and network and meet new people. But Rotary Club was about impact, was about creating a difference in the world, and was about community. And I say that because branding is not just about branding is not just about what you say about yourself, it's also about what people think and believe about you. So you may spend years, creating a brand and creating a perception for what it is that you want people to believe you are. But Rotary is about community, Rotary is about networking, Rotary is about helping communities. But the question is at the back of the mind of the people around the world, and who they meet new people, they make friends and all. So it's a healthy blend. But volunteers don't know what they are connecting. Volunteers don't know what they are connecting to. The bigger picture. What's the why? Why am I connecting to become a member of Rotary Club beyond just a professional networking organization? So the first step in, I think, managing and creating a great brand, which is topic for today is a mix, is, correcting that mystery around what your brand is, what your brand says it is and says it does, so people have a clearer understanding and belonging towards your brand. Because people will love you and connect with you. Because if you think about brands like Coca-Cola, Nike, that can have their wonderful slogans, there is a connection, there's loyalty, there's some sort of attraction to the brand because of the perception that has been created in the minds of people around that particular brand. So how do we, create a good, perception for our brands? Through deliberate conversations, deliberate communication on social media, on the news, on traditional media, whatever platforms it is that your target audiences are. Because first of all, you need to know who you're trying to attract. Are we trying to attract the government? Are we trying to attract young people? Are we trying to attract middle-aged people? Crafting your communication to your right target audience will help drive your message. Are you communicating your member experiences? So if you become a member of a Rotary Club in whatever district, what are the benefits? What are you going to gain? What is the need for you? Because people are generally motivated by emotion and what is the need for me first, before what is the need for other people. Yes, there are some people in this world that are selfless, like always about what is it for the world, what is it about people generally. But there are people genuinely that want to know how this connects to their personal why. So how do you communicate your member experiences and how do you communicate your public perception? So in my understanding of Rotary, what sets us apart is service above self. We are about the people. We are about connecting to communities. We are about doing the greater good. So it's not just about our slogan, it's who we are in our DNA. We have a global network of people all around the world. So we are not just a Rotarian in Nigeria, in Ikeja, in Surulere, in Bagada. You are connected to a network of people all over the world. We push leadership over service, and we are a people of integrity. And we have a lot of impact services and things that we do for the greater community. But the question again that we need to ask ourselves is, do people really know outside of Rotary that this is who we stand for and this is who we are? So back to the question of the topic that I was given today. What is a great brand? Great brands are created when we have these 3 C's in place. Clarity. Do we know who it is we want to serve, who we are trying to attract? Consistency. Are we consistently communicating this information every day to the people that we meet? And 3, connection. Do people feel a certain bond and connection to what it is that you are, quote-unquote, selling? So, when you think about Coca-Cola, when you think about Apple, what are the emotions that come to mind? What are the feelings that come to mind? What are the phrases that come to mind? So those are the things that you need to have in mind when you are creating a great brand. And Rotary, what do we want to be known for? That's a question for everyone in the media community, in the leadership. What do we want to be known for? So how to become a great brand? We need to be intentional and know our targets. I mentioned this earlier. Who are we speaking to? Who are the people that will be interested in connecting with what it is that we have to offer? Be intentional about what it is that we are offering. We should do a lot more show and tell. Our previous speaker also said that it's not about shaking hand pictures, it's about putting your hands into the dirt, showing the activity. Not all those PR pictures that you smile and you shake hands, but what did you actually do? How are people benefiting from your contribution to the larger community? A lot of show and tell. And you need to do good storytelling. I started this conversation by talking about a story about my dad because it connects to the story here. So how are we connecting to the story that resonates with people so people can understand a lot more deeper what makes us tick, what is our vision, why we do the things that we do. We need to stay relevant, we need to communicate and stay relevant to the things that matter to people now. Polio matters to people. What other health thing or community thing is strong enough to connect to people that people really want and will be passionate about, we want to donate towards, we want to donate their time, finances towards? What are those social impact causes that we can engage on to attract more donors and attract more volunteers? and then we need to keep our messaging simple and bridge the gap between elitism. So Rotary Club is not about the rich, it's not about the powerful, it's about everyone, where everybody can find themselves in Rotary. So, I'm rounding up now. Some critical questions that we need to ask ourselves to be able to create and craft the brand and create and craft the right communication for the people that we are trying to attract is relevance. Do people see us as relevant in their lives? We need to ask ourselves that question. Are we relevant? Number two, are we solving problems that really matter today? If the answer is yes, then definitely you are on the right track. Number three, do our actions reflect our values clearly to outsiders? So what we do, does it match what we say? And finally, if Rotary disappeared tomorrow, will there be a gap? Will you know that Rotary is no longer here? If the answer is no, then definitely there is a problem. So we need to ask ourselves honestly, are we filling a gap? Are we, quote, relevant to the needs of people? Final questions. What do we need to be known for? Nike is known for performance. Listening, happiness. What is Rotary known for? What is Rotary really known for in the eyes and minds of people? So the questions we need to ask ourselves, the final question, I know I'm asking a lot of questions, is what do we want to see happen in our communities? This is how we build a big brand. So you start from the end in mind. So you think big scope. What do I want to see happen? And then walk backwards. So if this is my great vision that I want to achieve, what do I want to be known for to make this happen? The next question, what action will I take consistently to make that happen? And finally, what do I need to learn now to adapt to that future and get ready for the future that I am preparing for? If you have this at the back of your mind when you are planning the brand, planning your messaging, planning your vision and goals for the year, it helps you stay focused and achieve what it is that we have set out to do at the beginning of the year. So finally, a great brand is not built on logos or slogans. It is built on trust, it is built on clarity, and the consistent experience of serving real needs. A brand must be useful, it must serve, and it must solve. So the question that everybody should be asking as a Rotarian is, how am I personally building the Rotary brand in my community, in my district, in my club, wherever I am? Am I selling this club? Am I making us, am I showcasing the best of us so that people will want to join, people will want to contribute, and people will want to lead? Thank you.
Please, a little round of applause for Joy Obiya, brand strategist. Now you know what it means to build a great brand. Joy, please sit down, don't go away. This single now has something to appreciate your presentation and your participation here today. Winnie will be coming back. I'm not disturbing her, but I just want to really welcome. I recognize two great minds who joined us, actually three, while the program was on. I will welcome first the former managing director of the Sun newspaper. He's a friend of the house. We've known ourselves for a very long time. And at one point, my wife and myself worked in the same media organization. That was a long time ago. Please, I'd like to welcome Dr. Tony Onima. Tony is a fellow of the Nigerian Guild of Editors and a senior lecturer at St. Paul's University in Awka, Anambra. Please put your hands together for Dr. Onima. Thank you. So in this room we have very senior media executives. I also have with us here today my brother. He launched his book recently. His autobiography. When you talk about sports journalists in Nigeria, if you want to name 10, Dr. Mumini Alao's name will be there. Please welcome Dr. Mumini Alao, Nigeria's foremost sports journalist. Before he did that public presentation of his book, I did an article on him. and to celebrate him. I don't know, maybe we work in the same newsroom in our quarter, same desk. We're employed by Dr. Sonia Jakwase the same year. So he finished from University of Lagos, did his youth service in Aramco, Enugu. I finished from University of Benin, did my youth service in Oka. That's the university now. It used to be Anambra State College of Education, where I was teaching, but I taught maths there actually. So, and then we moved to Lagos. We didn't write, I begged to apply. We just went to Sonny, okay, give us work, we can write, we want to write that. That was how the late Dr. Sonny and Jack was employed us. Please put your hands together for Dr. Alawa. Now, our keynote speaker is here with us. He just came in straight from Ikoyi from the Arise Studios, Arise News Studio, the morning show. So we see him every morning. And Dr. Ruben Abati, this little or no introduction. I've also known him for so many years. Before he joined the Guardian, while he was at Hits magazine, he left Agoiwe where he was teaching. And then we welcomed him to Civilization in Lagos. So he worked at the Hits magazine and then moved to the Guardian. He was at the Guardian for so many years and was chair of the editorial board of the Guardian. And of course, Ruben is a man of many parts. Sometimes I don't know how he goes. Even at the Guardian, he wrote 2 columns every week, Fridays and Sundays. Today he also writes the back page of this day newspaper. Please put your hands together as I welcome what we call the monumental Dr. Ruben Abati. Dr. Abati. You're welcome. Thank you. Please sit down. Dr. Abati, I know it's pressed for time, but please just honor us briefly. I'm glad you honored us with your presence, and I also thank your wife for that, because she sent me a message this morning that they will come there this morning from the studio. So, Madam, if you are watching us on YouTube, we say thank you very much. Please, let's clap for her. Take care, love one about it. Thank you. I have to use woman power to make sure it comes today. Okay, in the order we are going to now speak, our special guest of honor, Dr. Nkechi Ali-Balogun, will step forward now. She doesn't want to speak for too long. Dr. Then Ibin is in Port Harcourt. He's going to just give good remarks with the Rotary public for Africa Zone 27. Our is 3 minutes. Then after that, Dr. Abati will come. And then we'll just go in that order. Doctor, thank you very much. Madam Public Relations, please step forward. Please put your hands together for Dr. Nkechi Ali-Balogun. I introduced her before as my sister of over 30 years. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Wow, I was just telling the district governor that I didn't have to speak. Then he said I should go and talk. I want to thank Eni for inviting me. Good morning, everyone. The district governor 9112. District Governor 9111, District Governor nominee 9111. Don't worry, I went to school about 30 minutes ago. And permits me also to recognize the chairman of my chapter, Dr. Samuel Ayetutu, and the keynote speaker, my very good friend Genga Nifaye, and esteemed leaders here present. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, and one lady especially, Claire Omashe, join me in celebrating this woman. I have never had an opportunity to celebrate you. When I left the bank, and had nothing to do, I couldn't find my footings, you know. She was a marketing manager in the America, right? And she used to give me some jobs then. She didn't know it meant a lot to me. She kept me busy. Thank you. Okay, telling beyond the logo, building a compliant and a powerful Rotary image. I don't know why you want me to come and speak before Abati so that tomorrow you will put me on a rise that I didn't speak well. But I know where to hold you to do that. My job is simple. Beyond the logo. The logo is just a static image. It doesn't say anything on its own. But the logo could have a life if the owners of the logo make sure they put a life to it. And I'll ask you a simple question. When you see the Rotary logo, what comes to your mind? What story? Service. Service. So a logo is something that paints a picture in your head. When you see Rotary, you see communities, you see service. So without those actions behind that logo does not have energy. So I'll quickly say that a logo is that identifier, that lets us know that this is who we are. It's our personality, it's an embodiment of our values, it represents us. It is, the logo in itself does not have energy, does not have power, it's just static. But the actions we put behind the logo is what gives it energy. And I want to say that, well, Rotary for some years have been doing that. But for a logo to also have that strength, to make that brand strong, it has to be consistent. It must tell some compelling stories. Thank you, Ms. Omiya. I think you listed out everything that needed to be done. It must tell compelling stories. What stories are you telling? Is it stories of handshake? I remember in those days when I was a corporate manager of a bank. Your MDs want to see themselves on the first page of the newspaper. And so they got angry with us if they were not there. But we tell them, it's not a handshake. Public relations is not about first page of a newspaper. It's about creating value. And it is the value that you create that gives you the image. It is what you do that brings about the perception. Alright? So if I do something right today, I don't need to beg. It becomes an end publicity. I don't have to beg anybody to do it in the newspapers. But then that is what your brand must do. And that is what your logo must also do. Once they see the Rotary logo, oh, I'm seeing service. Oh, I'm seeing people. I'm seeing people making sacrifices. I'm seeing people going beyond themselves to make sure that they put smiles into people's faces. Mr. Senaya, how do you say Senaya? Okay. Has already told you what you must do. Consistency when you use your logo. Remember your colors, the fonts and everything. All these tell a story. And you must have a digital presence. I'm not sure I see so much of Rotary in the digital space. I know you're trying, but you should do more. So you must have a digital presence. And you must have social media handles, like hashtags and all that you're using. So I want to leave the stage now for Dr. Abati because I'm not your keynote speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Well, you're my leader, I can't question, else you would have been fined. And as a member of the Nigerian State of Public Relations, Lagos chapter, the chairman is here, and our leaders are here. I can't find you, ma'am. As the master of ceremony, you're forgiven. I'd like to, at this juncture, say that we're in for more. Can you turn to your neighbor and say, are you ready for more? I didn't feel that. Right, I can feel it. So we're going swiftly now to Rotary Regional Public Image Coordinator, PAG being Seminitari, who is online. She's joining us virtually for her remark and her goodwill. Can we please turn our attention to the multimedia screen? Okay, we're having glitches here, technology. We apologize. I'd like to, before we move on, to acknowledge the esteemed presence of our immediate past district governor who just stepped in here. Can we please give our immediate past DG a round of applause? He's making his way. My DG is adding flesh. This one. Oh my days, I never knew my DG had this flesh. It's good to see you well rested. I'd also like to acknowledge the esteemed presence of our district governor-elect is here, Lai Abidoye. I think he was somewhere behind. Sam, can you please step forward, please? We also have other district leaders, our PDG, call us Shirley. We call him King of Boys and Girls. Thank you very much. All right. We are making progress now. At this juncture, it is time to introduce a man whose presence is felt on our screens daily. We wake up to watch him on TV. His opinions shape public perception. He wields a lot of influence, if I must say. And we experienced him at the district conference in Abeokuta. I think I will have to find a lot of people because there are some distractions. Starting from AG Sichiro Sangwe, a PR guru. I'd like to introduce this special media man. We had him at the district conference in Abeokuta, and we didn't get enough of him. So we begged, we asked for more. And for those who attended this con in Abeokuta, a lot of people were asking, is he a Rotarian? He's so knowledgeable. That is because he's a man of research. He never takes the podium without doing the work. He had so much Rotary knowledge that for some people they said, no, he's got to be a Rotarian, and he was inducted into the Rotary Club of Lagos that same day. A round of applause. The DG at the time was very proactive. Very distinguished, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Ruben Abati, a Nigerian journalist, a politician, a television presenter, a newspaper columnist, who's distinguished himself in academia, journalism, and government affairs. Can we please have your opening feet, sir? A graduate of first-class degree in theatre arts from the University of Calabar. He later earned a PhD in theatre arts from the University of Ibadan. He holds a law degree from the Lagos State University and received professional journalism training in the United States of America. He also holds a master's degree in international law and diplomacy from the University of Lagos. A round of applause, please. Now, I'm going to abridge it, but you know that he was appointed as special advisor on media and publicity to former President Goodluck Jonathan, a position he held up until 2015. He later became the deputy governorship candidate in the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Ogun State in 2019. He's received several awards and accolades for his works, including the Cecil King Memorial Prize for Prince Journalist of the Year, the Diamond Award for Media Excellence, and the Freedom Prize for Journalism. A member of several professional organizations, including the Nigerian Institute of Management, the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, and the Nigerian Guild of Editors. Every morning on Arise, like I said, we have the honor of seeing him grace our screens as the anchor of the morning show, a highly rated breakfast show, where he displays his great and deep knowledge for global issues and matters that affects public interest. One more time, if your hands are not tired, ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, help me welcome our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Ruben Abati. Such an honor, sir.
The district governor, past district governors, they are present. Incoming district governors, they are present. Officers of the Rotary Club, members of the Rotary Club of Lagos. I've seen some of them, yeah. I've seen some of them. Who were at the last meeting, and then of course the distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want to thank you very much for inviting me to speak at this function. Now, I've been asked to talk about the media and Rotary. Well, we're very privileged today. I've seen in the hall Mr. Aderion. I've seen Dr. Odima. I've seen Mr. Adefaye of Vanguard. I've seen other journalists who are in the room. Who? Oh, okay, yeah. Company allowed who just published a book, although I'm not privileged to read the book. They are well run to read that. Read books. Congratulations, Mr. Alao, on your publication. But the subject is about Rotary. Now, Rotary as an international organization is known for service. Paul Harris, when he and his friends established this organization, talked about how the impact of Rotary would be measured, not in terms of magnitude, but in terms of results Rotary is able to achieve. And I think that is a legal statement. In other words, this organization that has members over 1.2 million worldwide, and that has been there for decades and historically, and that says, look, this is an organization that promotes fairness, justice, goodwill, happiness. Is it fair for all concerned? And how does it promote goodwill among men? And basically, it's a volunteer organization, an organization that says, come together, let us move humanity forward. And then you have, people of good conscience, people of good faith, in different parts of the world coming together. In 1961, this organization landed in Nigeria, first in Kano, with the likes of Rotary and Madia, and then it moved to Lagos, and then it expanded. But this same organization promoting the ideals established by Paul Harris and his friends, faces peculiar challenges in Nigeria at this time. What are these peculiar challenges? The peculiar challenges will seem to be in the area of dwindling membership. Many of the members of Rotary are dispossessed to face economic adversity. So, part of the conversation is about membership drive, getting more people to join the organization. People who believe in fairness, people who believe in justice, people who believe in friendship, people who believe in goodwill. But in spite of all these challenges, Rotary Nigeria, a member of Rotary International, has been able to achieve a lot, particularly in the area of polio eradication, particularly in the area of scholarships, education for average Nigerians, particularly in the area of human development capacity. So the big issue is about, okay, Rotary is doing so much, produce more, districts, more than they went into the economic side. How can this work be sustained? How can this work be promoted? How can this enable achievement, not just in the area of polio, but in other areas, be moved forward? First, by getting more members. Second, by rejecting the image of the organization. Perception, you see, separately. I came in here when the lady was talking about branding. So the major challenge, apart from membership, is about branding Rotary Nigeria, about advertising what Rotary Nigeria is doing. I think there's this popular saying that you don't hide your glory under the, something about the lizard. If the lizard says you don't praise me, I will praise myself. So the lizard, the Agama lizard, is always nodding his head so that you will know that it is a person. So before I even talk about that, let me first talk about members of Rotary. I think primary responsibility in terms of projecting Rotary lies primarily with members of Rotary Nigeria. We live in a world of disaggregated media access. All of us have access to phones, they have access to the internet. Now, members of Rotary themselves, believing or believing is a very powerful factor. If you believe in what you are doing, then of course you must be the number one promoter of Rotary. By personal example, by what you do in the community, in a country where there is a terrible, disturbing, disorienting disjunction between public and private morality. What do I mean by this? People go to church on Sunday. When they live and they go onto the street and somebody drives wrongly, they say, God will punish you. The same man has just left church, asking God to bless him. But in less than 5 minutes, he's asking God to punish other people. Now, if you belong to Rotary, it's about values, it's about ideals, it's about the example that you project within the community. It is by the example that you show that you on your own can promote the brand. It is by the example that you project that you yourself can promote the organization. And then people say, oh, this person did so well, this person did so well in the community that we think Rotary is an important organization. That perhaps where the membership are. Many members of Rotary, I don't want to say all, are in the age of social media. you are online. You can also on your own promote the organization in an age of the democratization of the media. What has happened in the present century is that everybody is now a journalist. Dr. Onyema may not agree. They will say, if your name is not on the Nigerian Guild of Editors, Nigerian Union of Journalists register, you are not a journalist. But the truth of the matter is that this phones will carry around, this laptop will carry, as they want to democratize the information process so that everybody is now a journalist. They call themselves citizens. They say we are citizen journalists. So we report information. So to that extent, it's a lot that we too can do in your individual capacity to promote Rotary and to address the challenge of addressing membership to the organization. I know that the thing about membership has to do with the spreading pandemic of empty pockets. Because if you are a Rotary member, you are expected to contribute. The minimum is that at least you must pay your dues. But if you have to worry about the exchange rate, you have to worry about inflation rate. In fact, many people have stopped attending meetings because they are not meeting. So there's commitment at that level, individual, and also in terms of how you can be part of this new space called democratized journalistic space. Now, let me talk about the media. Yes, the media, we talk about the media in terms of partnership. Now, all the districts, all the chapters, we have the responsibility also to work with the media. But the basic thing that I see is that talking about the media, it's about awareness, it's about advertising impact. It's also about how the various districts, the various chapters are proactive in dealing with the media at various levels. One, there are many journalists who are influential, who can also become members of Rotary, who can be mobilized, who can be invited, involved in activities of Rotary. And then, you will find quite a number, like me and my wife, who will say, okay, we would like to be part of this organization. So, it's a deliberate membership drive by selling the organization at a person-to-person level, also perhaps at an organization to organization level, by showcasing the impact of Rotary and the values of Rotary. Media support is important to build credibility. Because if you don't advertise your story, if you don't tell your story, if you don't let people know what you're doing, then of course, that story will not be told. So that's why I keep talking about individual responsibility and what you discuss. Public image is everything. It's about perception. It's about what people think, so that they don't think that Rotary is just a social club where people get together and mind and time. No. This organization is far more than that. And by media, I refer to radio, television, print, and social media that I mentioned earlier. Now, the whole issue about relating with the media is not just person to person. It's also about strategy. Strategy as follows. The first step will be understanding your media system. When I was at the University of Maryland, College of Journalism, the global media, we took the right exam in the past. Now, Every environment has its own global system, has its own media system, has its own culture. And Nigeria is a very peculiar media system that heads of Rotary at the district level, at the community level, at the state level should know. Nigerian journalists, they like to respect. In other words, I'm not saying this to people have to be. Those who have to project Rotary must understand how the newsroom works. Who is in charge of what? Who is the editor? Who is the features editor? Who is the person in charge of stories that will make social appeal? That is very important. Maybe Rotary units to begin to identify persons who work directly with the media. Because you have to know what goes on in the newsroom. You have to know who is the person who is the main gatekeeper. I said earlier on that Nigerian journalists are here. It's about preparing topics for them. If Rotary is doing an event, if you like, you buy $1,000. Can you tell your own story? Prepare your own copy. And say, okay, Rotary is donating this borehole. Rotary is giving scholarships to these people. Before you invite journalists, write your story the way you want it to appear. And you have to give it to them. It makes it easy. The relationship that you have within the newsroom with the editors and other one phone call away to get through the visibility that you have. Then if you depend on, journalists, less than 500 of them, and you have not prepared your script, you are not telling your story, you want them to listen, half of them will come later. Another half will arrive when the event has ended. And they will come and ask, what's it they are doing in this Rotary chapter? At the end of the day, you will not get any story out there. So it's about knowing the sociology of the media, knowing the psychology of the media, and meeting them at that level, making friends with them, and telling your story in-house. So if Rotary has related with yes. The other thing is continuous engagement. Journalists love information. You give them, even when something is not happening. It's not only when you are commissioning something or an incoming district governor is being no. Constantly, the publicity information department has to be proactive. You have to keep them constantly informed so that the main gatekeepers within the media are there. And they know that, okay, this is happening. When they find a need for that particular piece of information and engagement to be used, they will use it. After all, they have airtime, they have space, also the field. The other thing is that those things should have dedicated spokespersons. There must be persons who are willing to be champions, to talk about the organization, to talk about the programs of the organization. Rotary should not be a place for people who are looking for rights. It should not be a place for people who are looking for rights, including those who are looking for additional rights. It should be a place for persons who just want to contribute to society. And if you are convinced enough that your commitment to Rotary is to contribute to society, you should also be ready to talk about what you are committed to. Again, the point about belief. So the platforms are there, but if you don't happens. Nobody is going to come to your bedroom, come and home. And that is why I appeal to all the persons, all the committed members of the Rotary who are always willing at short notice to talk, and who are always willing by the advertisement of their example to show that they believe that friendship is important, goodwill is important, service is important, and that this human community can be moved forward by every individual making a difference. The third point has to do with the social media. I started with the social media program. The social media is in everybody's hands. We all have WhatsApp, we all have Instagram, we all have X, formerly Twitter. Some people are on TikTok. If you are truly the Rotarian ambassador, you can contribute to perception building, image building, brand building, by just using your phone, taking time out, instead of spending your time watching the streets that the video war in Miami, instead of concentrating on Yabo just daughter has just given birth. There are positive stories that you can tell about the organization that you belong to. And it doesn't take much. You say, oh, okay, we have this event, you can add, I was there, you can post yourself. Just promote the organization and to talk about it. I end by saying that there is individual responsibility and that only Rotarians can promote Rotary in partnership with other people. So you have responsibility at individual level, at a collective level, and the platforms are there that can be exploited, both at the individual level and also at the level of the partnership. To tell the good story of Rotary Nigeria, the developing story since 1961, and this organization in Nigeria has a lot of icons. The Madi Against, the Adelusi, and other prominent members of this organization who have been able to make it back over the years. You too can build the next Rotary of the future. And the challenge is in your hands. How you manage the subject. Thank you.
I think a standing ovation would do. We can't say thank you enough to Dr. Ruben Abate. We can listen to him all day talk. And that's because he dishes out insightful. We appreciate you so much, sir. And such a charge. It's a collective duty. It's a collective responsibility. It's not left for the public image directors alone. I like the fact that you reiterated that citizens journalism is, we could be citizens Rotarian journalists and spread the gospel. The gospel of Rotary is a product that is sellable. It sells itself. We are, as advocates, we must champion this cause of spreading the gospel of Rotary to every nook and cranny of the world. Can we give you a round of applause, please? Thank you so very much, sir. Always a delight. I'd like to acknowledge the Indian past chairman of the district committee, that is the president of Rotarian Efyong. Mike is here. Thank you so much for your service. At this juncture, I'd like to call on the chairman of this committee, PAG Eddie Brima, ARPIC. We'd like to have the honors of you presenting their award and appreciation plaques to Dr. Abati, Dr. Kechi, and Lady Joy. And afterwards, I'll hand over the microphone to my co-anchor who's here now to take over after this presentation. Thank you very much. You can do better for my boss. Please put your hands together for my leader. Please.
Okay, we have some plaques there. I'd I appreciate if Winnie and Temitayo. Temitayo is a banker. She won my certified regional meeting this morning. She's the Chief President of the Rotary of the Co-Cosmopolitan. That's a brand new club and the first president. So let's have the other two flags, one for Dr. Abati and then Joy Obedience, so we can do their presentation while our speakers, well, remaining speakers, will continue. That's the Romana Osubo, who will be speaking on using social media to tell our stories better. And then, of course, Achime Arinze, why every Rotary club should own a website. My district governor, it gives me great pleasure to invite you to make these three presentations in the first set. Dr. Yokia is the outstanding. Let the audience see you, see your elegance, see your composure. Today, we are presenting you the Special Appreciation Award for being the special guest of honor at the 2025 Public Viewing Seminar of Rotary International 9112. And we are presenting you this appreciation award today, Tuesday, the 26th day of August 2025. Deal with it by me as the district governor, as well as by the chairman of the district public committee. We are gratified as your presence here. We have enjoyed your presentation and you spent valuable time with us with the social. This may not underscore our love for you, but it is a testament to the fact that you really appreciate for coming here and listening to this. Thank you very much for coming, and we appreciate it. Please let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. Ms. Joy, over here. None of our guests speakers. I think we have to applaud Ms. Joy over here. Please let's give her a round of applause. She spoke to us about branding, which is one of the areas of concern when we are doing activities as Rotarians, particularly in relation to public image. We have enjoyed every bit of what you spoke about, and usually they will say Joy is coming. Now we have Joy here. Joy is here. So Joy has come, isn't it? And we are joyful. We are joyful to receive here. Thank you very much. So this special appreciation award. Let's come here. So it's presented to Ms. Joy for being the guest speaker at the 2025 Public Viewing Seminar of Rotary 9112, given today, Tuesday, the 21st day of August 2025. We're happy to have you here, and we thank you for coming. Let's give her another round of applause. Yes, the lead man is Dr. Ruben Abati. Dr. Ruben Abati, please. Please come. Dr. Abati is a fellow Rotarian. He is a member of the Rotary Club of Lagos. He was inducted at our last district conference in Abuja. And I was happy when I had him say that he attended the meeting with them, what we spoke about. So it means that he's not a Rotarian in name only, he's an active Rotarian, and the best we can do is to engage him. And we have engaged him today, not only as a Rotarian, but as a professional.
Of course, you know him. You know that he worked with past president of Nigeria, Dr. Jonathan Goodluck. And on Arise News every day, you see his face. The man you see on the TV is the man standing live and direct with us here today. Please let us applaud him. So, it is my pleasure to present you this special appreciation award, Dr. Ruben Abati, for being the keynote speaker at the 2025 Public Meeting Seminar of 9112 today, the 26th day of August 2025, duly authenticated by me and the public chairman of the seminar. Thank you, Dr. Ruben Abati. We always enjoy you when you speak to us, and we will continue to engage you in the future. Thank you.
Another round of applause. Thank you very much, people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate everyone for giving us your time. Time is currency. We appreciate you. We do not take you for granted. So I'd love to have a smile from everyone. So people are smiling. We'll round up shortly. Promise. Thank you very much for that smile. Thank you. We will not take much of your time. I'll be bringing up very quickly. Achime Arinze. A round of applause for our next speaker, Achime Arinze. And he'll be standing beside me while I talk about him. Please come, thank you. He's a Rotarian of repute, high repute. He's a member of the Rotary Club of the Ikoyi Metro. He's one of us, so we are very proud to introduce him to the world. He's a digital sales and marketing expert. Are we still in the house? Okay. May we have your attention? Thank you. Achime Arinze, a Rotarian, a member of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro. He's a digital sales and marketing expert with a strong focus on Web3 and agentic AI automation. He's also the founder of Urban Drinks, a fast-growing wine and spirits business operating both offline and online through a dedicated e-commerce platform. I'm very sure he's going to tell us how we can get more. Did you bring Urban Drinks to us? Don't bribe us with this smell. You need to taste it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rotarians, friends and guests, a resounding round of applause for Achime Arinze. Thank you very much.
Good day, my DG, IPDG, fellow Rotarian, guests and friends of Rotary. A lot of great speakers have spoken before me. So, the topic of my presentation today is why every Rotary Club should own a website. I know you will be wondering why did I choose this topic. Actually, I was supposed to, when I was making my building up my presentation and research, my topic was how the club website could be used to build a compliant and impactful Rotary unit. But while doing my research, I figured that there is a gap. Before we talk about how the website will be used for compliance, first things first is that we need the club, the Rotary clubs should first own the website. So, why every Rotary club should own a website? ICT. Okay, so we are back. So the first things first. So why I had to choose this topic, why everybody wants to go on a website, is because when I was doing the research, I found out that most clubs are in the state of comme ci comme ça. What does that mean? It's a French word. It means a state of indecision. You don't know if you should own a website or if you should not, because you don't know the consequences of not owning a website, and you don't even know the benefits of owning a website. So you do what is easy, which is to stay as you are, and that is the state of comme ci comme ça. And my job today is to move you from that point to a point of absolute clarity, where you know that you must and you should own a website. My fellow, the public image shares there, you guys will get nice for that. So first things first, what is a website? I know there are definitions here, but the real definition of what a website is what it means to us as individuals. So what a website means to a politician is different from what a website means to a business person that has an e-commerce. Some people use it to just put up their profile, while some people use it like a marketplace. So to Rotary, a website is our first digital office that exists, our first secretariat that exists 247. That is what it is to us as Rotarians, as Rotary Club. So a website is an official online home for our organization and a platform for communication, visibility, and engagement. So this is what a website is to us, because it is the first point of contact for non-Rotarians and Rotarians to a club before they even meet the club to fellowship. I have to move, do this slide because the way we treat our website now is not the way it should be. Some clubs have websites that, that they are still treating it as if it is Web 1. Web 1 is the initial way, but initial stage of the internet, where information is put online. You go, you read, there is no communication, there is no engagement, you just go and you absorb, nothing to, no feedback, nothing. Now, Web 2 is the second stage of the internet, where it's interactive, which you use the social media and all that. So this is the part that makes a website very important. Now, the future is the smart, decentralized, and personalized. This is Web 3, but that's not, we are not there yet. So this is what we are focusing on now, which is Web 2. How to use the website and make it interactive. Now the digital reality, like I said, my aim today is to make sure that after this presentation, you are convinced with clarity, logic, and facts that if you don't have a website, that means there is a problem. You need to be sure of that. So this is a digital reality. 5.4 billion internet users globally. In Nigeria, we have 122. It is over 50% of Nigerians are on the internet, because the total number is 237 million. Now, over 40%, yes, over 40% of NGOs in Africa still don't have a functional website. So this is the problem. Both as Rotarians and in Africa and in general. I don't know, I think this is embedded in the religious aspect that says when the right hand is doing something, you're doing charity, don't let the left hand see. But what we are doing in Rotary is more than that. We're not just giving arms, we are building leaders. We just ended Raila. Those people are leaders. They will become governors, they will become president. So most of the time, the right hand must see what the left hand is doing, so that the left hand will be building morale and motivation. So we need to get these numbers better. So this is our district reality. This is actually why I changed the topic of my seminar. So we are currently, as at June 1st, we are 83 clubs in the district. 35%, that's about 29 numbers. I wanted to put the list there, but I said I would. So 35, that's 29 out of 83 have a website. That number is ridiculous. So this is we need to get this. So the success of this seminar today will be by next time. This chart should not be like this. That is what has the success. Now, why website matters? So this is my club, Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro, the pride of it. So this is this is my club, this is Ikoyi Metro. So this is why website matters. So website helps you for visibility, it helps for your project. If you go to our website, you see the projects are really according to the 7 area of focus. So when donors come, they have clarity. Some people think when non-Rotarians come to your website, they don't think like Rotarians. When they come, you have to make it easy for them to use. So we've arranged everything with the 7 area of focus. So at every area of focus, they go, they see what you're doing in that particular area. So wherever they are interested in, they can support in that regard. So donors look for fundraising. Yeah, on the website, it should have an online page. Everything is digital. And people want to give you money anonymously. So these are some of the key important aspects of every website. Media gateway for membership and inquiry. If anybody goes to our website now and go under the membership page, you will see that you can register there and will get the form back there. Now, visibility and publicity. This is what you get. I believe we all know this already. Now, boost of membership. 70% of millennials and Gen Z online. Gen Z research before joining. Online sign-up forms convert curiosity into membership. So, for my background as a digital sales and marketing expert, everything I do online, I think as a lead generation process. Because in business, we know that most of the deals are closed in the follow-ups. So when you do the lead generation and people fill your forms online, you have their data back end to follow up with them. So that is why you must not have a website that does not have a form generating system. Digital events and hybrid meetings promoted. So credibility, 84% trust on the professional website. First impression matters. Media use your website as reference. So when you put up something, people can reference your website. That will give you a backlink traffic. So you should have a website. It helps increase the credibility of the club. So the website will help you locate your past projects and ongoing projects, donor and grant content. When you are requesting for money from donors and they see what you've done before, it will be easy to convince them. Just send them a link to your website. So it's totally different from social media, but this is a structured way to help you confidence. Evidence of very foundation and reporting. Fundraising of the online donation portal, events get made in. So this sponsor visibility is very important because most of us, mostly in our club, we raise money from our friends and family, right? Now, if you have a space or a page on your website where sponsors can be mentioned, maybe their logo or the kind of thing they do for you, it gives them more, it makes them support you more because they'll be killing two stones with one bird. They are supporting humanity, they are giving you the money, they are doing good, and at the end of the day, when you print your backlog, your Google Analytics, they're able to see the number of traffic that has gone to that page and the eyeball aggregation that has gone to that particular page. So it makes sponsorship easy. So people are not, they won't be donor fatigue and all that. So that's it. Branding and identity. So this is, there is a template for building a website and it's there already. So see unprofessional web. There are other things that makes a website unprofessional, and for that is there are more details to that which we will go into later. Now, common mistakes, no website at all. No website at all is when I started my presentation, I said it's a state of come start. So I'm going to, my job is to move you from that state to a state of absolute clarity. Now, abandoned and obsolete websites. Some people have a website that is not interactive. They don't, there's no form. The website is not an asset. You can't get donors from it. You can't get membership from it. It becomes a liability because you don't keep renewing it. That way, the club will get to where we are, they abandon it and they leave it. That's why you get them. We used to have a website, but I don't know what happened. That's what normally, that's the information. Or if the website generates income, brings in members, you will not tell me you don't know what happened. You will know what happened. Not optimized for mobile, for SEO. This is the core of every website. Search engine optimization. If your website is not optimized properly, it's just like having a phone that can't make call. So these are very people who are going everywhere. Because these are the people that have worked with personally. Do not be left out. Make sure your club has a website, sign up today. If your club don't have a website, make sure you sign up today and get one. If it's outdated, make sure you go back and you can figure out how to make sure those are possible. Rotary is doing life-changing work every day. But if the world cannot see it, we limit our impact.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rashimi. That was a lot compounded into barely 20 minutes. We appreciate you. If your club does not have a website, as at today, you need to sign up. Now, Dr. Abati told us a lot about Rotary, and we have great resource in this room. We have greater resource on Rotary.org, my.rotary.org. We have the Learning Center. We have the Brand Center. How well are you familiarized yourself with these things? Everything you need to do, your website is there. Actually, if you go to the club right now, you can just give them the name of your website, they will run everything almost automated. 1 hour, please. Thank you. I would like to bring up another speaker very quickly, another great Rotarian, but before I do that, some of us might have questions. Please ask for a notepad and take your questions down. If we can answer them right now, we will answer it. If we cannot answer it, please include your phone number. A member of the PI committee will call you, and we are here to assist you. We have over 25 of us, online real time. We don't have any other job. Our job is to make sure that we tell our story the right way. Our job is to make sure our websites are up and running in the correct manner. Our job is to make sure we get the branding right. Our job is to make sure that you get your logo right. If you're very familiar as a PR chair, you will know that when you get to the brand center, once you impute your club name, it automatically populates. You do not need to, employ the services of a graphic designer. If you would like us to assist you, we are here and we can do that. Okay. So please take write your questions down. Notepad is available. You can call any member of the committee. Will assist you. Include your phone number, your club and your name, and what you want us to do for your questions, and we'll take you right after the next speaker. My next speaker, Oromena Osugo. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much, sir. A round of applause for Oromena Osugo, please. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Rotarians and friends. Thank you very much. Oromena Justice Osugo is a past president. He's a Rotarian. He holds a doctorate degree in human resource management, in addition to several professional certifications, positioning him as a strategic leader and human capital development expert. His Rotary journey began as a Rotaractor before joining the Rotary Club of Benin Metro in 2015. He's widely respected for his commitment to selfless service and dedication to delivering impactful projects in education, healthcare, youth empowerment, and poverty alleviation. Rotarian Osugo has served as the president of the Rotary Club of Ajagoldi between the year 2023 and 2024, and assistant district secretary in the year 2024-2025 in District 9112. He is the chair. He is the current chair. District website and social media committee 2025 to 2026. Osugo is a multiple award-winning Rotarian in recognition of his excellent service, earning distinctions such as the Rotarian of the Year and Most Supportive District Officer. A round of applause for Rotarian Oromena Justice Osugo. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, so mine is going to be a little bit interactive. I'm a teacher. Camera not on my face, on my products. This is the community. This is the community. Poverty, that's what it was. There's nothing. Poverty, sickness, illiteracy. Give me another name. Give me another name. Ignorance, polio, joblessness, whatever. Something that is related to what we do as Rotarians. Illiteracy, our environment, bad environment, polluted environment. And now we're going to put this in a cup. To show that it's really bad. This is bad. So now we can see it's very bad. What? Nothing. So we can see it. This is the community. So we're going to be the name of the community. If I would like to use the community and facility business by Rotary Club of the Creative. Please, what's the name of that community?
Dustbin Estate.
Dustbin Estate, right?
Yes.
Good. Now, this is Mende Town. I mean, Mende Creative. This is 55 members. This is Rotary Club of Ikoyi, 105 members. Now, can somebody assist me with this? I need somebody to come on stage with me. Somebody please come. So you are Mende Creative. What we want to do? Stage. So, I am Ikoyi. This is Mende Creative. Now let's walk. Just continue going. focus on continue, just continue. 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 Just continue pouring. Can I get more water, please? Can I get more water? Can I get more water? Can somebody help me with water? Good. Thank you. What is going to be very good for KP? And they say, no, we will do more. They are putting. Bagara joined. They are putting. A co-hospital, they joined. Excuse me. Now let me tell you something. What's this? What have we achieved?
Clean water.
Now tell me, Rotarians, thank you very much. Please help on my slide. Tell me, Rotarians, who will not post this miracle that we created. In fact, the last few Rotary years, it was magic. This magic that we just created, we will not post it. We will post where I see my boss, Ruben Abati, with a bottle of Heineken, and my mommy here with Campari, and the district governor with malt, because that's his brand. I mean, they will not post my guy here. All of us now post. When we send that, let me tell you what you are advertising. You are advertising products on your social media that have no impact to what you do. So today, I want to just change our mindset on how we present our products using the social media. So we don't need to amplify the wrong anymore, but after this meeting, we'll amplify the right things. And I'm sure that the district governor will give us the go-ahead that after this meeting, and then a lot of clubs are not present here, we have the sole right as public image officers in this district to bring down any work that is not in line with Rotary, because we must sell Rotary rights. We have created this program because we want everybody to know. So after this, we have the right to report your page because you did not do this right. We have the right to bring down your post from the district platform because you are not doing it right. That's why we're taking pains to show you what to do. So I think you are really doing good to be here. Turn to your neighbor and say you are doing good to be here. All right, let's go straight. Rotary strive on storytelling. I just showed you one now. We strive on storytelling. We tell our story right, and people will engage in that story. So why don't you take time and tell your story right, than change the narrative of, Rotarians like, I've told Joy about Rotary for several, if I was of my colleague, we talk Rotary almost every day. I said, Joy, come and join, and your father was a Rotarian. And Joy will ask me, what's in for me? Because I don't see what people do on social media. And it's the truth. Because when we go for our Rotary meetings, we are doing Rotary, but we are selling different brands. If we go to a Rotary club in our district, for maybe like for DGs visit those times, and you see some clubs on the table, Heineken, Coke, Campari, everything is there. What are you selling? And that's how we'll snap it, we'll put it on social media. Some clubs are saying, but also when you visit my club, you cover the event, but we don't have it on. You will not have it. It's the truth. Because the story wasn't told right. I'm letting you know so that you understand how passionate we are about this our story. Now, showcasing service and impact. Those are the two things that should be top of your mind when you're telling your story. Why am I saying this story? Why will I share the district governor's installation over the project that the district governor commissioned in Ikoyi, where they have went to supply water bowl to yeah. Why do we do that? Was the district government installation not important? But that service, that's the reason why someone will come and join your club. The social part is there, but something that will drive me, convince me to know that, oh, it's not the money I paid that they are using to do part. We sell that project against this project. They are both important. But for you to have the mind that, oh, I'm selling the right thing, you need to understand that to showcase service and impact. Secondly, social media. A powerful platform to reach communities. Do you know how many persons you reach when you just say hello on Facebook? Some of us, we know that even our social media handles, when we post anything, somebody else that is not even our friend, they see it. True of us. Good. Because sometimes the net know how to suggest this page to someone else. So if you go on net now, you ask for something, the next thing you oh, I'm looking for district 9141 or district 9112. Or district 9125. They bring everything that concerns this district because of what people have posted over time. So we need to post right. We need to understand that we're reaching communities. And our goal at the end of the day is to share story, attract members, and inspire. Look at these statistics. Facebook, we have over 85% of clubs on Facebook. We have 40% on Instagram. We have 65% usage on X. Then for LinkedIn, we should understand that LinkedIn is a professional page. So most times we will not strive there, except we want to communicate something related to what people's career. So if you want to tie Rotary to career, you can strike there. So you might not. So what you post on Facebook might not be what is necessarily needed for Instagram. That's why you cannot sell tomatoes in Facebook, for instance, and assume that you sell pepper. Then we make it. Whereas pepper is for X. We need to understand that. And now, let me touch more on Facebook. A lot of clubs do not understand the power they have on Facebook, because that's where we have a lot of Rotarians standing by. And that's where we have a lot of potential Rotarians looking for where to go. I'll give an example. My club, most of the active members we have today in my club, we got them on Facebook. I tell you for free, we got them on Facebook. They see what we do, they like what we do, and they want to join us. So if you put your eggs on Facebook, you get more reach. Now, there are kind of reach you get from Facebook too. So you get more reach on, oh, I want to join Rotary. It's not your place to filter them, oh, can this person do Rotary, or should they move the person to the Rotary arm of our district? So you do that filtration. But if you use your Facebook right, you can touch more lives. You can attract more members. All right, so this platform, I've touched this already. Broadcast reach, event promotion, that's what Facebook is meant for. oh, I want to do this, you are broadcasting on Facebook, people are seeing it, you can decide to pay for promotion on Facebook. Those things can help you to reach more persons. Instagram, strong billboard. Younger audience, Gen Z, that's where they are. And let me tell you something, in this hall today, I might be very, very correct, and I might be wrong, but I want to prove myself that I'm correct. Those that are between the age of 20 to 40, can we wave our hands? 20 to 40. Just wait, 20 to 40. Let's check it out now. Now we there, Yabi. Now we there, Yabi. So that's just the truth. So if you want to reach us, my people, use the Instagram. We will sell our message better. We will reach more young ones between the age of 20 to 40 better on Instagram. X is mainly 10 these days. So we see that these things are, as events are happening, you can sell X as events are happening. Like as this event is going on, you publish it on X, you will get more engagement there. As the event is going on, you are seeing things happening, you are moving on with it. That's what it is meant for. Consistent of your handle building recognition. Just make sure you understand that your handle building is important. Like for instance, I tell people, oh, Rotary, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? How do you build the right handle for Rotary? I'll show you. You see this thing? A lot of people do not understand what it's meant for. A lot of people do not understand the power. So if you and I can tell the story, say I am a Rotarian, by how we portray what we share. So for instance, you have a picture, and at the bottom left of the picture, you put your Club Rotary logo there, and you put it on your social media. Someone will now, what's the name of this? Why is this sign here? Why is this logo here? You can actually tell from there, come and join my club, we are Rotarians. Not anything but it's all over the table. Effective participation. Effective participation. The bigger social media team. How many of our club here, those here now, how many of you have a dedicated social media team in your club? You have a dedicated social media team. Please, my chairman, sir, permit me. I want to ask, how many persons are in that team? 4. How many persons are in your club? It's something. Ma, how many persons are in your club? 93. How many persons are in the social media team? 8. One of them here. Now, let's practicalize something. Everybody present here, go to YouTube. Go to your YouTube page. Search for Rotary District 9112. This program is live. Everybody go on YouTube. I want to show you something that nobody will ever tell you, but you need to know it today and start practicalizing it. And from today, you will not make your social media team very small. 4, 9 of a club of 90 something and 80 something. Now, are we there? Now you can see the program live, Abby. Yeah. Click on the live program. Click on the live program. Now, I think on your right, you see something like love. Like you can just tap. Everybody just tap for 1 minute. Everybody just be tapping that love for 1 minute. Be tapping it and see on YouTube. So you can tap. If you are not following the page, you have to follow the page to be able to tap. Now what I want to show is that when we all engage on that page, automatically the web know how to let people know that there is something happening in this page that you and I need to go and watch. So if I am not there, because people are engaging on that particular page, it just has a way of navigating people to that page. Have you seen where it works? So now, if you go back to your club, how many persons do you think will be in social media committee? In a club of itself? Alright, so your club, but you need more hands. So you see that it's a responsibility of everybody coming together to push our social media presence. Can we do it? Can we do it? Visual storytelling. Problem, solution, impact. I just described one here now. Problem, bad water. Solution, Rotary Club of, I think about 5 clubs here, solve the problem, help them with ball. Impact, clean water. If you cannot tell the story that way, I will not understand the place of Rotary in that story. So you must follow the trail. Problem, solution, impact. Schedule your posting. Some of us, we don't have to arrange posting. We just wake up in the morning. Rotary is good. If Rotary is good in the morning, what's the next thing that happens in the afternoon? How do I tell my dad, oh, come and join Rotary? What time do I have to post something to say, oh, my sister, I'm inviting you to Rotary? Is it the kind of post that I post for people of my age range? Is it the same post that I post for people of DG's age range? Is it the same post I post for people of my chair over there's age range? So you need to understand who you are looking for and how you can get them using your social media platform. Use of hashtag. This one I've seen so many. You just so cool. Hashtag, because we're going to talk about it. Hashtag hashtag district government. If you like, use hashtag of everybody seated here today. If their social media is not active, nobody will see that post. So you just have to manage your hashtag. We have recommended one, hashtag Rotary, hashtag people of action, hashtag Rotary is good, and lots more, hashtag end polio now, and lots more. We have a lot of them. Make sure you use the precise Rotary hashtag. Recommendation. I want to recommend to club today. It's not just having a social media page. It is beyond that. I'm saying this with all passion, that you can reach the world through your social media page. People want to join our community. People want to join Rotary. But until we decide to sell Rotary rights in what we do, until we decide to sell Rotary rights, with even putting our club name rights on our social media platform, until we decide to start up a strong Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn page, until we decide to build a content calendar. A content calendar. What do you post on Monday? What do you post on Wednesday? What do you post on Friday? Until you use the brand center, Canva, to start creating things right, the way we've taught today. Until you have a good engagement plan. I am posting something like 7 o'clock. Rotary and Claire, please engage on the post for 30 minutes. She's typing, oh, please join us, please do this. Another Rotarian is saying, oh, what a wonderful post, thumbs up. You are already telling the story and it is going far. So please, let us learn to have an engagement plan. Let us encourage members to share and tag partners. Let's encourage members to share and tag partners. In conclusion, social media amplifies Rotary. Tell stories that attract members and partners. Clubs should. This one I'm putting more emphasis on should. 1. Form a social media team. I did not write it there, but if your club is 30, 15 members of that club should stand as a social media team to drive it. Use the proper hashtag. Hashtag Rotary. Hashtag Rotary is good. Hashtag people of action. Consistent posting. Consistent posting. And I'm sure when you do this, you will be one of the club that have a sensitive goal in public image, and you'll be able to achieve not just a good public image, but one of the best public image in our district. Thank you very much.
My PhD, please give us 5 minutes before we go. Please. We want to induct some Rotarians. That's not the part of it. So I'll be inviting the district governor shortly. They will take over. The program we are winding down, please, just for your information, I want to say you have been a very distinguished audience. Please put your hands together for yourselves. Winnie and Tenita have been doing a fantastic job anchoring to these proceedings. And my PhD, thank you for obliging me. Thank you, sir. So, I have a friend, a senior media colleague, CNN Journalist of the Year 2006 for the whole of Africa, overall winner. He's right here with us. He's also been a journalist in the National Concord, Weekend Concord. He's also been the managing director of the Sun Publishing Company in Ghana. You know, the Sun is in Nigeria, set up in an office in Ghana. We also have an MD of the Sun Publishing, in Nigeria here. Dr. Onyema is here with us. His name, I'm not mentioning his name yet, so keep on clapping. He is also a publisher of the Crest newspaper. It's an online newspaper. And he says, we've been on this matter now for over a year, and he wants to join Rotary. And I said, there's a process. You get invited. He said, I'm giving you the responsibility. I said, no problem. Just leave that to me. But he will want a club that can whisper to the district governor, so I cannot disclose that. Governor had the prerogative to do that. So it is my pleasure to introduce to us today Mr. Shola Oshoke. Please step forward. Am I listening? Over to you.
Before Mr. Oshoke comes, I'd like to invite Mrs. Ikechi and Badukin to be upstanding. Where is the district governor elect? He's not here. Is he here? Okay. Please, the volunteer for you. You can join us. She has elected to be at the Rotary Club of Bagada. So, I'm inviting her into the Rotary Club of Bagada. Is there any other Rotarian from the Rotary Club of Bagada that is here to join in this moment? Okay, immediate past treasurer, come and join us. So, if you are not jealous of the Rotary Club of Bagada and want us to do this, please encourage them with a clap. Is that enough for them? After him, you can see them. We invited one. Many are coming. Many of them are coming. See them. See where you are going, madam. Okay, DG, I mentioned you earlier. Come and see there, madam here. Well, diversity is one of our core values, but again, you can see they are all men. Don't worry. You are the woman among them. So you will create the but it's a great club. That's the club that has the largest number of Rotarians. I told you that, isn't it? Yes. So you are in safe hands. So today I have the honor of decorating you with this pin. You can see how beautiful it is. That's the pin that resonates integrity, service, leadership, fellowship, and diversity. And I will encourage you to wear it the way we wear it every day because we are always proud of it. And this pin will open opportunities for you and lead you to ways. And this is where you think you will not go ordinarily. So it is my pleasure this afternoon, today, the 26th day of August 2025, to induct you into that great club, the Rotary Club of Bagada. Congratulations, thank you, and welcome. I can now describe her as a fellow Rotary. So welcome to the Rotary Club of Bagada, Rotarian, Infantry, and Balogun. Thank you very much. Please let's have a happy. Please join us. Please, join us, please. Dr. Abati, join us. Dr. Alao, join us. DGN Sam. Leah, well, your friend of many years. Please, let's all come here too. And Chairman. Please, please. Don't worry, you will have your space. How many of us watch CNN regularly here? I'm not talking about NTV. CNN, how many of us watch it regularly? Not all of us. How many? I will do a head start. How many? One. How many? Two. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to give you a Rotarian who will become one of us very soon. Who can blow our trumpet for us. and you are not subscribing to that organization. What did you say? There's no member of the here that watches CNN. They don't watch CNN anymore. They don't watch it. They watch where? Nike, they don't watch Nike. They don't watch it. I don't think many of us watch CNN the way you are responding. Is it not better to ask him to go to Alabode or Olambe or Akute or Isheri Olofi? Please be upstanding, Mr. Shola Osukeye. Please come here, sir. You see a man as vibrant, as energetic, as athletic, as resilient, as energetic, and as strong as this, and you say you don't watch CNN. Don't report themselves when they come to you. So, anyway, it's all about interest. And he's interested in joining us, and we're happy to bring him aboard. However, he's going to the Rotary Club of. It will still start with I anyway, but it will not end with I like Ikoyi. You can say? Okay. And he goes to the Rotary Club of Ikeja and Hausa Center. You see, when you have like minds, they resonate. He's a world-acclaimed journalist. In that club, we also have, isn't it, another acclaimed journalist. And they want to spread the gospel of journalism, mass communication, and media relations. They want us to have strong visibility henceforth. And you see, no single club can do all the work of Rotary. That's why we are diverse. So, he's going to that club choice, which we have to respect, as long as it belongs to the club within our district. As long as we don't use it in the road. That is the important thing. So, soon to be Rotarian Shola Osukeye. For the last time, let me address you as Mr. Shola Osukeye. We welcome you to a family of friends, contemporaries, and do-gooders, people who are people of action, problem solvers. For us, mankind is our business, and what we do, CNN reports daily about our activities. Isn't it? The headquarters is in Atlanta, if I'm right. So, fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor this afternoon to formally induct him as a member of the Rotary Club of Ikeja and Hausa Center. Welcome, my fellow Rotarian Shola Osukeye of the Rotary Club of Ikeja and Hausa Center. Thank you. So, please make yourself comfortable, integrate into the club. There is no superior or inferior member. We are all the same, and we are people of like minds, and we serve without counting cost or return. May God bless your endeavors. Thank you very much.
Can we please put hands together for the brand new Rotarians in our midst? Can we please celebrate our brand new Rotarians in our midst? And in celebration of this very unexpected, yet expected healing, we'll dedicate a song to you. Rotary, we sing a lot, right? So it's going to be our challenge has begun. Just to let you know that the challenge has just begun. So are we ready to sing this song? Glory, glory, Rotary. Glory, glory, people of Rotary. Glory, glory, people of Rotary. Our challenge has begun. Yes. So please allow the DJ to come back one more time to present another plaque to a very distinguished Rotarian who's been of service today. His session was so insightful and powerful. I'm still really in the moment. DG sir, can you please come forward again for another round of presentation to PAG John Sinai. Can we please put our hands together for our DG?
I don't know whether I have to mention this name so that I do not run foul of what his father told him on how to spell his name. So, please, I know I can properly pronounce John. I don't know whether the way you wanted us to do it is the way. Please, let us hear from him his correct son's name so that you will learn from that. So I just say, Senaya. Please tell us once again how your father wished that name be pronounced.
Senaya. God gave this. It's a Volta region name, Volta region in Ghana. Senaya, the said is God. Senaya, God gives this.
John Senaya, thank you. This special appreciation award is presented to you for being a speaker at the 2025 Public Image Seminar of Rotary International District 9112 today, Tuesday, the 26th day of August 2025. We're happy at your presentation and we have benefited immensely from your wealth of knowledge. We can't thank you enough, but still appreciate you for what you've done to us. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the applause. Rotary Sugo, please. May we have you on stage?
This young man tantalized us with bad water, which he later turned to good water. Well, together last Tuesday, just on a day like this, we were at an estate called the Spain Estate in Ajegunle. You know where Ajegunle is? And I think that he learned from that experience, and that is what he did to play earlier during his presentation. On behalf of the Public Image Committee, it is my pleasure to present you this special appreciation award for being the speaker at the 2025 Public Image Seminar today, the 26th day of August 2025. Thank you for your very beautiful presentation, which we all appreciate. Please let's give him another round of applause. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause. That's not bad enough for him, because I enjoyed every bit of his presentation, especially when he gave us the data of how blocks are appearing with respect to website development and design in our district. And I think that we will still have to call you again to support our activities in this direction. So on behalf of the Public Image Committee, it It is my pleasure to present you with this special appreciation award today, the 26th day of August 2025, for being a speaker at the 2025 Public Image Seminar. Thank you very much, Dr. Arinze. The organizer himself, the chairman of the Public Image Committee, Rotary Ibrahim. He also serves, apart from being the Public Image Chairman of our district, he also serves currently as the Assistant Rotary Public Image Coordinator for District 9111 and District 9112. So he serves 2 out of the 6 districts that we have in Nigeria. In your own right, you made a presentation here. So on account of that, we are giving you this special appreciation award. Please let's clap for him. Together with his team, they put on very impressive program. And I want to thank you for this. Congratulations to
just 1 or 2 questions, then we wrap up. And the DG, I'll speak to the DG maybe for closing remarks and vote of thanks. 1 or 2 questions. I know Dr. Tunoima says he enjoyed our presentations, but he has not said he wants to join Rotary. He was an MD of the Sun Newspaper in Nigeria. He currently is a university lecturer. Oka and Anambra State. So, Dr. Iman, what's the question? And then we'll take 1 more, and that will be all.
Thank you, Rabia. Thank you for inviting me to this event. I think I really thoroughly enjoyed myself. I have 2 interventions. One, I'm happy that the governors are here. I grew up knowing Rotary logo, particularly the 4-way test. I'm wondering, is it not possible, whatever is the global theme that the Rotary is promoting for each year, to continuously promote the 4-way test, particularly at this point in this country? We need that 4-way test. If more than 1.2 million members of Rotary begin to promote the 4-way test on the social media, I think the values, particularly the young ones, will be reinforcing the values embedded in that 4-way test. Please, whenever you go for a meeting, it will be very nice if you liaise with the social orientation agency and begin to promote that 4-way test. It's critical at this point in this country. Then, the last one, flowing from what Dr. Ruben Abati said, the team, how beyond the logo, building a compliant and impactful Rotary image. I think it was Shola who performed magic before us here, made a very good submission. I want to re-emphasize that instead of Rotary promoting themselves, because that will be very incestuous, why don't you begin to tell the stories of the impact you have made? Dr. Abati made a very good value point that in the newsroom, you are competing for space, even in the social media. People like ready-made stories. You don't have the time to begin to write the editorial story. If the Rotary themselves will write their story, you get access and space in the media faster. by telling the story of impact. I'll give an example. The dustbin estate you went to and provided water. Why don't somebody go there and tell the story of a young person who daily commutes to before the water and his life after the water? That will be an interesting story rather than posting photograph of the commissioning of the water. If you get it to my news, you leave I'm a news editor, I won't look at it. But if you tell me the story, the human angle story, I'm interested in that story more than anything else. Thank you.
The editor has moved. Yes, one more question. Please step forward.
Gigi. Okay, let me go to this person. Yes, my question is this. When the media man was talking to us about the why Rotary is not coming from media, they always see what we do every time, the project that we do. But sometimes we love to go on media to broadcast, to showcase what we're doing. Even almost if the media will allow us, we will do it every day. Because a lot of clubs are commissioning projects almost every day. But if you go to a media house, tell them give me one slot, you hear millions of naira. And they're forgetting that Rotary is just a humanitarian organization. We are just doing to help people in town, to help less privileged. We don't have that money, but we gather effort together to do that project. And we want the media, what can I do for us to save us the cost when we can do more every day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. I just go on, sir. I did you. So our DG will respond and then deliver his closing remarks. Then we close the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Iman. With specific reference to your remark, it's as if you read my mind. The club I visited last Tuesday, the 19th of August, was the Rotary Club of Nigeria Creatives. When they came to me to tell me that they want to take us to Ajegule, I said, "You want to go to Ajegule?" Okay. I asked them for the description of their location. They gave me, and of course, I've lived in Ajegule before with some people. So I said, which part of Ajegule are you describing? Let me get this area very well. So when we were going, I was following and all that. But the area they took us to in Ajegule was totally different from the part that I knew, even though I knew that part. So if you talk about Ajegule, I do know Ajegule, where I used to spend all the days in those days, in the 70s. If you know Orege, if you know Bangli, if you know Okoya, if you know Tolu, if you know Bandre, if you know Agabusa, these are areas of Ajegule that I knew as a child, and I still have that. So when they took us there, there was green estates. It was everything done. I said, are you sure that we are going to do this? They said yes. When we entered there, we saw a man. The man happens to be the founder of the place where we went to commission the project. So as soon as we got there, they brought, just like we did, 2 bottles of water. One, you will see that this one is polluted water. The other grain that we have here. So I asked a question. Meanwhile, that place was established by a 16-year-old girl. 16 years. Who just decided that she has passion for helping people. Such that a foundation from Germany came and built for her. Yeah. He erected his structure because of that help, because they had what he was doing. So I asked them, I said, if you, members of the Rotary Club of Creatives, if you know your audience, this is a story, this is a project that should go beyond Nigeria. If you know CNN, or you know Sky News, or BBC, because what they did touched me too, as an individual, that we could come here to do this. So it's not about us commissioning projects and telling people this is what we have done. Starting from the beginning, they have